Whew, Lord. What's up, guys? It's been a minute. Just got done working out at Gold's Gym in Maryland. The one in, Capitol Heights. Just got done working out there earlier. Gonna eat some of this food. I'm doing meal prep every day, of course, still going on. In here I have Japanese potatoes, which give like a great sweet taste, so I love that. Some Brussels sprouts and also some chicken breasts with a little bit of onions on it, white onions. Doing that. So, I think later on I'm going to LA Fitness in Waldorf later on tonight. But I just wanted to chop it up with you guys for a minute because it's been a minute. I've been offline, and hopefully I can eat while we talk. I'm hoping you're okay with that because time is of the essence. You know what I mean? So, that is delicious Brussels sprout. I look at different feeds that I subscribe to on Instagram and also follow people's channels. But if you know anything about me, most of the stuff I talk about on my channel has to do with conversations that I have every day, or with friends or colleagues or family or something of the sort, but something that I think pertains to everyone. And for those that don't know, outside of the fitness world, I've been a training professional where I help executives develop. I help people that are trying to move up in life or on a professional level for their personal life also move up. I've built very comprehensive training programs for organizations. I've spearheaded different maybe different types of programs to help people grow. And that's what I do in my life outside of fitness. And so a lot of the time conversations come to me and we discuss them. And I think it hits a little bit of home. It hits home for me because the one thing I like to see is people grow. I love to see, because I firmly believe that you're either doing one or two things in this life. You're either growing or dying. You know what I mean? And I think that the point where you become content with everything that's going on, and some people equate that to happiness, and I'm just saying in my personal opinion, I don't. I think once you become content with something, you may not have those stresses of everyday life hitting you, but you definitely aren't growing, because you're just continue. You're not doing anything to grow in any way, shape, or form. You're just a place in life, and everything's moving around you. And so, something I find when talking to adults, and this is mostly for people out there in the work world and people that have been trying to do things in life because they were passionate about it, and they've achieved many goals in life, whether it be professionally where you're at work and you've been busting your butt to move up the ladder. You may have moved from different organizations, or you may have been one of them people that never became stagnant. You said, you know what, this is great. I've done what I've done. I've built something, but it's time for me to move on. And a lot of the times the people around you don't understand that. They say, why would you leave a great job? Well, it's because you want to be challenged. So I understand that. But at some point in life, we get to a point where we've achieved the successes that are in our hands to achieve. And what I mean by that is that we've had control of. And sometimes that success is with a relationship. You may have given your all to that relationship and said, you know what, I want to build something with this person. I want to have children. I want to get married, whatever the case may be. Or you want to own a home. But what I find with a lot of the conversations that people have with me is they find that at work, they may not be appreciated anymore. They used to be the go-to person at work, and now they're pretty much pushed in a corner. They move you around. A couple things that normally happen to people is you move seats. They move you to a different spot. Oh God, I think the flies like my food too. I have to keep an eye on that. But it kind of sucks for me because here I am listening, and I know the politics involved with this person or these persons not being a key player in whatever role it is has nothing to do with them. And so that's what I'm explaining to you all. It has nothing to do with you. Like you if you've given your all, it has nothing to do with you. Like that you may have, just been busting your butt doing what you're doing, and maybe a change in leadership or something, or a change in managers, supervisors, and now that those people brought in their own people, and they seem to lean on them, even though you have the experience, you have the connections, you built and build and build and build and build. And it may be like that in a relationship, because I know it's a certain person that talks to me, and she was telling me that, in her relationship, she's given it, her whole dream in life was to be married, and have a good husband. I'm not going to say just any husband, but, to have a good husband, have children, and be there for their kids and live happily ever after. Well, those things have similar paths, whether it be professionally or personal. Like, a lot of people say their professional life is separate from their personal life. It never is. It never is. Because if that were true, when you go out to eat or something, say you're at work and you go out to eat, you're invited to a gathering. You tell me one time you haven't come back to work and people not talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So you're saying, okay, that's professional, right? Because you went out to eat on your personal time to go. But you know where I'm going with this. So something I try to do, I'm a huge metaphor guy, and I'm killing this food, so please excuse. But I'm a metaphor guy. And if you watch sports, how many times have we looked online and seen a football player, a basketball player, or old boxer or something like that, whatever the case may be, it may be football, or soccer, and the person won't retire. They keep coming back. They keep, and you're like, wait, why are they even talking about trying to get back in or trying to do this again? Or even that person at your job, you look around and you see this person just walking around, just taking up space. I'm just being honest, We all got them. You thinking about a person right now, probably don't have the skill sets or whatever, but, walking around, treating it as a fashion show, coming to work, right? But we look at those people and we judge those people. And our greatest fear is to be one of those people, right? To be that person at home that's been giving all they can to a relationship. And then you look up and your spouse or your significant other is out there giving more time and dedication to something else. It might be their career. But my point about this whole thing, and what I'm bringing this down to, is that we don't have control of that. You know what I mean? And so I'm not telling you to be content with it by any means. What I am saying is that understand that you've heard the old term, that chapter is closed in life, right? So that's what I'm telling you, to close the chapter. Like, let it go. Like, if you have no control, and this is when it's time to explore other options. And I'm going to get into that about these other options, because this is I'm not telling you to replace something with something else by any means. But this is how you know when it's time to try something else. Here's some signs, and there's something that these signs have in common. There's a definition, a word that they through. If you can't sleep at night, and I know I'm not trying to sound like one of them commercials, but if you can't sleep at night, if you find yourself waking up thinking about something, like whether it be the relationship or the job or whatever the case may be, whatever is taking up this space in your life that is it's not allowing you to get adequate rest or adequate happiness in your life by any means. But if you're getting headaches about this thing, if you find yourself getting sick all the time and stuff like this, what this is these are signs of depression, which are associated with stress. Stress is one of the key factors in depression. I'm not telling you to give up on a relationship by any means. I'm not saying that, not give up on a relationship. But what I am saying, or give up on your job, what I am saying is, like, you'll hear this term. And a woman at my job used to tell me this all the time, and I never really understood until, maybe about a year ago. Now, almost a year, but she used to tell me, She said, we all still get a paycheck every 2 weeks. And, I used to look at that like, man, this lady is lazy. Like, why would she even say that? I want to earn my money. But the fact is, she is earning her money, and everyone else is earning their money. They're just not doing what you and I do, which is go above and beyond, trying to go all out and, make things bigger. Someone asks you for a spreadsheet, you give them a spreadsheet with graphs and all this stuff they didn't even ask for. You might find yourself doing 5 other people's jobs with no big deal, because that's how you are in that relationship. You might be the one that's, pretty much holding that relationship together, but this other person doesn't appreciate you. And I know how many cases is there where, power is defined by how much money you make in a relationship. You know what I mean? So this other person might make a couple more dollars than you do, or 50,000 more, 30,000. Who gives a crap? I ain't gonna curse on this, but who cares? But what they don't equate is how much you put into, like, keeping the house together, or watching the kids, or picking up the kids, or cooking the food, and all this other stuff. So that could be a stressor, that could be a depressor. And so what I want to offer to you all is some advice, and this is this goes into my professional life as well as this whole fitness thing, and and this is why I've started and doing a couple things myself outside of work. But somehow you got to find something else that you are interested in, and that may require you going out and exploring different things. And I'm sorry, I got this thing on, but it's sunny out there. Here's what I look like, okay? But and that might be fitness, that might be drawing, that might be painting, and I know that work or that relationship may have consumed 80% of your time. You may not find that thing that consumes 80% of your time. It may be 20% in fitness, 20% in, drawing. I want to throw out a couple things right now, that, I don't think people are taking advantage of, especially in this area. About DC Fray. I push them guys out all the time, and I have no connection to those guys, but it's DCFRAY. These guys have some groups together where you can go play all sorts of sports and meet different people, and, just some good folks to meet up with. But you also have Meetup.com. Meetup allows people to put together different meetups from different, it's all over. Like, it could be Spanish-speaking meetup, Jamaican-speaking meetup, eating, just going out to eat, and just giving you a chance to get out and explore a little and learn more about yourself. Because in order to grow personally, which, it expands into your professional life, you must learn yourself. Like, that's the first thing, and you have to realize that just because when you were younger you hated dogs with a passion does not mean that at 25, 35, 45, 55, 65 you hate dogs. And you might have loved dogs when you were younger, but you hate them now. You know what I mean? And I'm only saying hate because, Raisin can hear me. That's my little doggy. And I want to make her upset. I'm joking. But it's important that you get out and you learn yourself. Try that meetup.com, meetup.com. And I'll put some links below this video to all the stuff I'm talking about. And I may even delve in a little bit and just pull out some extra links just so you can see different things that are going on. But go to your conventioncenter.com. Try to find out where your convention center is where you live, or your embassy is where you live. Because they have a lot of events that happen at the embassies, and it's always things to do. Or look up even thingstodo.com. That's a website. And like I said, I'm not getting anything off of this, but my whole goal here with this conversation is, and my food is getting cold. It's so hard because I'm on these little. I have to eat every couple hours, or I just disintegrate. I'm telling you, I'm just melting. I'm telling you, but. My whole goal here is for you not to give up on you. And that's what it boils down to, because we get depressed when we find ourselves running into a wall. And normally, and that's and I don't want to say that's the definite cause of depression, but I'm saying for myself, for people around me, and conversations that I've had, we normally find ourselves running into a wall or an obstacle, and we see it as an obstacle. We do. We see it as something, okay, I just got to get over this. And you may get over it. But until you do, find something else. Like, you don't know. If you think you're the same person you were last week, shame on you. If you think you're the same person you were yesterday, shame on you. Like, shame on you. Like, really, you really don't know yourself. I know it's a fact. Did you drink coffee when you were younger? Have you tried espresso? You don't like espresso? Have you tried an espresso with all the stuff you put in the coffee in it? How about this? I got one for you. Who remembers when, and I'm going back, so y'all youngsters, you might not know about this. Who remembers when people used to text, right? And we all used to get mad and be like, well, why don't they pick up the phone and just call me? I'm not texting, just call me. Why are you texting? You remember that? How about this? How about when we used to say, we will never buy no water at no daggone bottle? We ain't never buying water. If you think back, do you remember when we used to say that? We're not buying no water. Because people started buying water, like water from the store. Ain't nobody buying no water, man. I was telling my wife, I used to walk around and, times was a little different. In my neighborhoods, people was cool. So we used to walk around and you see a water hose or somebody water in the yard, they would give you their water hose so you could get a quick drink while you was walking. Go ahead. Hey, if you don't understand, you don't understand. But my point about this is, now look at me. And I was like one of the prime people saying, look, I'm not buying no daggone water. Okay? I was one of those people that said, look, I'm not texting and I definitely ain't FaceTiming. But now if you call me, it's very difficult to get me on the phone. I'm just being honest because there's so many between emails and all this. I'm trying to build the summer is now stuff up, so I'm traveling a whole lot. Speaking of that, I'll be in Hawaii next year, February, but we'll get into that in another video. But my point about this is that I've grown and we've all grown. Now it's up to us to understand that we've grown. Someone that you might have fell for when you were younger, you look at them now and be like, you give them that face. Hell, I was at Ponderosa, right? Y'all gonna crack up about this. So somebody was staring at me, right? And I knew him. So I looked at him and I went like this. I went like this and went like that. Do you know this person didn't know what talk to the hand is? Like I told, remember how you shut the door and be like, hey, talk to the hand, or I look at him and say, hey, can I have my eyes back? Like they ain't never heard that. They was like, what? Listen. Learn yourself. Enjoy yourself. You don't know. Spend time to get to know what you like. And I'm not telling you to do stupid stuff you never like. Like I was never a fan of a parade. And I'm sitting out here. It's a little chilly right now, but I'm at the house. So I know when I get done, I'm going to go inside. I got this F-350 dolly out there that I got to change the lights on. My light bulb went out. So I'm going to go do that in a few minutes and run a Waldorf, try to get it inspected real quick. But I know I don't like that. But something I'm not sure if I like is jumping out of a plane. I've never done it. Now, I'm an adrenaline junkie, and if you know anything about me, everything that's broke on me has been from doing something crazy. Okay, my shoulder's still acting up from a mountain bike flying down a hill. I wish I would have had it all recorded. I thought I did, but I fell off years ago. But yeah, so learn yourself. Spend time getting to know yourself. I want you around. Thank you for watching me with this journey. Coming up, I should have a video every couple of days. I appreciate the new subscribers for subscribing. Thanks for liking. Thanks for sharing. And if there's anybody that you think could benefit from this video, please share it with them. And like I said, I'm going to put some links below of what I'm recording with right now. If you follow my journey, I plan on signing up for the NPC Gladiator in Maryland for 2019. I believe it's March 24th. And for those that don't know, I'm natural. I've never done any steroids or anything like that. I want to put that out there. So it's a little bit of a struggle going from just pushing weight to focusing on a certain muscle group. So I've started out light to make sure I can focus on the muscle groups, and I will get the weight up as I go. But if you want to join me in that journey and you like what I'm talking about, please subscribe, please like, and please share. This is Bear Rufus Patterson with The Summer Is Now. Enjoy you enjoy life, and enjoy fitness in that order. Thanks for watching.